Trigonometric integrals, case number 2, having both the sine x and the cosine x with different exponents. So I use n as the exponent of sine and I use m as the exponent of cosine. Now, you have two cases for this one. If n, or the exponent of your sine, is positive odd integers, in this case, class, at least one exponent is positive odd integer, meaning to say positive whole number, no, and odd, it should be odd numbers. Now, if the case is yung sign yung merong positive odd integers, you're going to extract one sine x to the right side. So in this case, our equation will be, instead of this, so magiging integral of sine n minus 1 x. Then you have cosine m xt. Then yung sine x na inihiwalay natin will be here. Okay? So if yung exponent natin na odd ay nandun sa sine, si sine ang ihihiwalay. Then afterwards, this part will become even. So kung even yan, you're going to use sine squared of x equal to 1 minus cosine squared of x. Yung natutunan natin from trigonometric integrals. Ito, again, galing siya kay sine squared x plus cosine squared x equal to 1. Yung trigonometric identities natin. So, upon substitution, do the necessary algebraic equation, then simplify, then you'll come up with the substitution, then afterwards, pwede na mag-proceed later. Makita natin sa example. The next case naman is, if instead of n, yung m naman, yung positive odd integer. Okay, si cosine naman po, ang exponent niya ay odd number. So, therefore, ang magiging equation natin dito will be sine nx, then yung cosine m minus 1, yun po yung ating babawasan. Then yung cosine x, okay, siya yung ihihiwalay natin. So, same concept, but this time, since ang magiging even natin is si cosine, papalitan natin yung even na yon. So, we're going to use the same thing. Ito pa rin, i-retain natin si cosine squared. So, that will be cosine squared x equal to, you have 1, ito transpose, magiging negative. So, 1 minus sine squared of x. So, ayan po. Okay? So, this is the case number 2 for our trigonometric integral. So, let's try to solve a problem pertaining to this one. Okay? So, sample problem. Let's try to have sine cube of x cosine to the fourth of x dx. So, dito mapapansin natin at least merong isang odd integer. In this case, si sine cube. Si sine. So, siya ay yung first case natin. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, ang palatandaan lang po natin, kung sino yung naka-add, siya yung ihihiwalay. Kasi ang goal natin ay to make it even. So, ito, yung 3, bawasan natin ng isa, magiging sine squared x. Then, si cosine to the fourth. And then, ihihiwalay natin si sine of x dx. Itong sine of x na to, galing yan dito, yung kanina na 3. So, ngayon 2 na lang nakaseparate na. Then, afterwards, sabi natin, the next step will be, we're going to replace the sine squared by cosine. So, doon sa ating trigonometric identities, our sine squared is equal to 1 minus cosine squared. So, i-rewrite lang po natin 1 minus cosine squared of x. Ito po yan. Then, meron tayo dyan cosine to the fourth of x, sine of x dx. Okay, then afterwards, let's do the algebraic distribution. So, 1 times cosine to the fourth sine of x dx. So, magiging simply, ano lang siya. Rewrite lang natin, cosine to the fourth of x, sine of x dx. Okay, then, itong cosine squared times cosine to the fourth, diba? If we have the same base, which is cosine, i-add lang natin yung exponent. So, that will be 2 plus 4, 6. So, pag nire-write natin siya, imbes na cosine squared, cosine to the 4th, cosine to the 6 na. Pinagsama na natin. Okay, then don't forget, sine of x, ito kasi dinistribute natin to dito. So, cosine to the 6, then you have sine x dx. So, from here, mapapansin natin, we're going to proceed with substitution. So, ang pagpili po kung ano ang ilalet natin as u is yung may exponent. In this case, both cosine siya. Kasi cosine, sine ito, cosine, sine. So, si cosine, ang pipiliin natin, palatandaan natin kung sino yung mas malaki ang exponent. And then, ang derivative nito, derivative ng cosine is negative sine of x. So, we're going to have the same goal kasi kailangan natin to, sin x dx, sorry. So, you need negative here. Para magkaroon ka ng negative, kasi papalit natin gagawin due to the 4th. Kaso, hindi natin to magagawa ang du kung kulang tayo sa negative. So, again, maglalabas lang po tayo ng negative numbers here. Then, that will be cosine to the 4th of x times negative sine of x dx. Ayan. Then, minus. Yung minus na yan ay dahil minus yung operation ito. But, then again, you need negative here para maging du. So, para magkaroon to ng negative sign, labas ulit tayo. Ito po yung negative na inilabas natin. Then, that will be cosine to the 6 of x, then multiplied by negative sine x dx. Okay? So, in this case, we're going to simplify it and substitute na din natin. So, knowing that the cosine x is equal to u, this is cosine to the 4th, then therefore, we can write it as u to the 4th. Then, the negative sine x dx is equal to du, so we can rewrite it as du na lang din. So, ito, negative times negative, according to your algebra, that's positive, and then integral of cosine raised to 6. Ang cosine natin is u raised to 6. Then, itong portion na to is derivative of u. Okay? Then afterwards, from here, madali na siyang i-integrate. So, rewrite our negative, then apply the power rule. So, ang power rule, just simply add 1 to the exponent that will become 5 all over yung ating 4 plus 1. The same dito. Okay? And then, here, it's positive and u6. So, magiging u raised to 7 all over kung ano yung exponent dapat. And that will be plus c. Now, according to our rule, since wala naman tayong given na u, palitan natin. Balik tayo, ano nga ba yung u? Our u is cosine of x. So, let's just replace your u to cosine. And since that is raised to 5, so cosine raised to 5 of x all over 5. And then ito, raised to 7. So, that will be plus cosine raised to 7 of x, okay, over 7 plus c. So, this will be our final answer. So, pwede tayong magkaroon ng iba-ibang klase ng given dito. Pero ang palatandaan lang natin dito is having one of the two, at least sine or cosine, ay odd numbers. Okay? At kung sino yung odd, siya yung ihihiwalay. After mahiwalay, magiging even yung matitira. Replace it by cosine or sine. Depende sa kung ano yung natira. Then, manipulate, algebraically distribute, then proceed with substitution. Okay? Ang goal sa pagpili ng u ay yung may mas mataas na exponent. So, cosine yung may mas mataas na exponent, yun yung pinili natin. Now, kailangan lang natin ma-reach kung ano yung derivative niya. Ito, positive, kailangan ma-negative. Therefore, nag-out tayo na negative. So, pag naglagay tayo dito ng negative, kailangan sa labas din. Negative times negative is simply positive sign. And we'll have the same case in this one. Okay? So, you have negative. Ito naman, proceed na tayo. Palitan na natin. Substitution. U to the 4th du. Negative times negative becomes positive. Ito, u to the 6 du. Then, doon na natin i-apply yung actual na formula, power rule. Kaya wala nang integral sign kasi nung in-apply natin sa power rule, ano nga yung power rule? U raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1. So, ang n mo dito is 4, n plus 1. So, magiging 5 over 5. Ito naman, ang n mo ay 6. So, 6 plus 1, 7 over 7. Then, di ka pa titigil dito kasi wala tayong given na u. Ang given natin is in terms of x. Therefore, balikan lang natin, ang u natin is cosine. So, substitute, raised to 5, ito raised to 7, then plus c, then that will be our final answer.